When you take care of your consciousness, your reality will take care of you. And I wanted to share some really awesome success stories of how my reality has been taking such good care of me in the times where I may have otherwise messed things up. But because I'm taking care of my consciousness, my reality just takes care of my reality, and I am having to do less. It's really awesome. That's what we're doing today. Stick around. My name is Hedley, and this channel is all about simplifying the amazing, the incredibly powerful teachings of the law of assumption as taught by the wonderful Neville. If you would like support with rewriting and rescripting, reimagining any part of your reality, I am available for one-to-one law of assumption coaching. I also have a free self-concept course, and I have a paid version of that course where I will take you through it. There's like 29 lessons. It's super in-depth. And I have my book, I Am Money, Assume a New Story and Enjoy More Money, which will absolutely have more money showing up in your reality. You'll find all of the details for that in the box below this video or at my website, youaretheone.com.au. So many little cool things have been happening lately, which in the past would have resulted in these little disasters, but they don't anymore because I'm doing so much work on my consciousness, and I am constantly working on telling the best stories, holding the best assumptions, revising anything unfavorable, like really taking care of my consciousness. My reality is just showing up and taking care of me in ways that I have never experienced before. So I want to share with you a few really cool success stories. Before I do, let's just remember what this whole game is all about, and that is consciousness is the one and only reality. Reality as we experience it with our five senses in this third dimensional reality of time and space is nothing more than the reflection of consciousness. So when you really embody that and get that, and of course I know you do, you will start to place more attention and focus and value on consciousness and less on reality. Not to say that reality isn't important. Of course it is important. Consciousness and reality are the same thing, so they are equally important. However, consciousness is greater and therefore requires more attention because consciousness is the cause of reality, and reality is reflecting that consciousness. So if you are having any kind of issue in reality, you do not go out into reality first. You may take action in reality, of course, but your first point of contact must be your consciousness, and it must be rewriting, rescripting, reimagining whatever it was that caused that reality that you are now experiencing, because you can be sure 100% of the time, if it's in your reality, it was first created in your consciousness. Our reality is the product of the quality of our subconscious. I want to give you a few examples of that. This was probably a few months ago. This is how long I've been wanting to make this video. Here in Australia, we have one of our major internet providers, Optus, went down on a Wednesday. So this was a few months ago, and the whole country went out. It was huge, like it was massive news, and it made international news because it was actually my client. Hi, Sharika. She said to me, were you affected by the Optus outage? And I thought back and I went, I mean, I'm with Optus, so I should have been. Why wasn't I? And I realized that a week before the Optus outage, which really shut the entire country down, I just decided to block that day out for no reason. I just thought, oh, you know what? I'm just going to take the day off. So I blocked that Wednesday out. Now, had I not done that, I would have had coaching clients booked in that I would not have been able to, one, go ahead with, but also contact to let them know that I'm not going to be able to go ahead with the session because I have no internet. So I wouldn't have had the internet to contact them. None of that happened. I blocked the day out. So I was not affected, my business was not affected at all. I didn't have internet for that day, but it wasn't a problem because I wasn't doing anything. I'd given myself the day off. I didn't consciously know to do that, but my subconscious knew to do that. On my day off, I decided I would take a drive up the Gold Coast to look at a house that was open for inspection. And the drive is about an hour from where I live, so I thought, you know, I'll leave at 9, so I'll arrive at 10. But then at the last minute, I decided that I would actually leave at 10, and I'd still get there at 11, which is just an hour after it opens, which is no problem. Now, as I arrived at the showing, I realized that there is a time zone change. So Queensland don't have daylight saving and New South Wales do. So I still arrived at 10 even though I left my place at 10. Now again, I wasn't consciously aware of that, but it's like I'm being instructed to make the right decisions without being consciously aware of those decisions. Now, a lot of people will use the term universe, that universe is looking out for me, whatever floats your boat, it doesn't matter. I don't personally use the universe to say that the universe is looking out for me, because the universe as we know it is essentially the stage on which reality then unfolds in front of us and for us. And the stage is not the one looking after me. I'm looking after me by looking after my consciousness, and then my reality is reflecting back how I am looking after consciousness. So the assumptions that I tell myself regularly are, I am completely taken care of, I'm taking care of myself, I am completely supported, I'm supporting myself, I am protected, I'm protecting myself, and of course the big one, I am safe. I am safe is probably one of the most powerful assumptions you can hold for yourself, simply because so many of us learned that we were unsafe and we experienced situations in our past that were unsafe, and then we end up holding assumptions that we're not safe, and then we move through life with this feeling of kind of like being on guard and looking out for the threats, when the threat isn't outside of us. The threat is the assumption that I am unsafe. So claiming yourself as safe, choosing to hold the assumption that I am safe, then enables reality to reflect that back for you in situations where you feel safe and where you are safe, because you are safe. There is nothing out there that can do anything to you that you haven't first done to self within consciousness. So when you take care of your consciousness, you are taking care of yourself in reality, because reality can then reflect back beautiful situations where you are taken care of, where you are supported, where you are protected, where you are safe. It all comes back to you by continuing to take care of consciousness every single day, by continuing to intentionally turn your awareness to the better story, turn your attention to the better assumption, choose the better affirmation. You are going to have a better experience in reality. And yes, there may be a time delay. If you've been telling a negative story and you finally catch yourself and then you redirect your awareness to the positive story, there may be a time delay. That's not the time to give up and then just go, oh, well, this doesn't work, and go back to the old story that you were telling before. That's just the time to stick with the new story. It comes back to where we started this video, which is consciousness is the one and only reality. There is only consciousness, and when you take care of it, when you love it, when you pay it attention, when you cherish it, when you treat it like the love of your life, your reality will show up for you in ways that will make you feel so loved and so cared for. And so, like, when I realized that I had blocked the day off for this outage so that my business wasn't affected, I was like, wow, that is just so beautiful. Look at me taking care of myself. Thank you. That is just such a beautiful affirmation and confirmation of the work that I'm doing in consciousness and the way that I'm taking care of myself by taking care of consciousness. And then when I showed up to the house inspection at the right time, despite leaving an hour later, I was like, wow, that's amazing. I had no idea, completely forgot that there was a time zone change. Incredible. It just spurs you on to take even greater care of your consciousness. So I would encourage you to really make your consciousness and taking care of it and treating it beautifully and kindly as your most important priority, because it's you, and you are your most important priority. Your I am nature, the way you are using your I am nature, is your greatest priority, because that is what is causing your reality. There is no greater priority than what you're doing with consciousness. So take care of it, love it, cherish it, give it all of your time and attention, and you will be rewarded. Please remember, you are the amazing creators of your reality. You are the superstars of your show. You are the producers, the writers, the directors, and the wonderful actors in your wonderful reality. Whatever you assume to be true will be so. So assume the best for you, assume the best for everyone in your movie too, and you will have an amazing life. This is my wish, my vision, and my prayer for you and for me too. Please give this video some love with a thumbs up and a comment. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would love to have you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.